Hi guys, I'm Ivory and welcome to my channel. So as you can see, I'm in a very different setting. I've been really enjoying going outside, which is why I've been so inconsistent lately. The weather is finally perfect. It's like sunny, but it's like cooled down. And because the weather has just been so good, I just don't want to be cooped up inside filming and editing. So I thought I might as well just film outside. I do want to apologize in advance if it's super windy. And of course, since this is not a controlled setting, the light will probably be weird in and out of this video. And of course, I can't control what my neighbors do, so if you hear any weird sounds, there's really nothing I can do about that. But in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a very casual get ready with me. I'm going to be creating the first look I did in my last video. So many of you guys really liked that look, which I'm really happy about because it was super simple. So I'm going to redo it. And before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I try to post new videos every single week. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so I'm going to start off with the base today. Oh, it already just got dark. By the way, since this is a get ready with me, I don't really plan on talking about the products, but if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I put all the products that I use in my description box below. I'm hoping this video goes out tomorrow, which will be Sunday. And now that I've said it on video, maybe I will actually commit to it. So editing Ivory, you need to have some discipline. Make sure this video is out by Sunday. Understand me? So hopefully when this video comes out, the next day, which is Monday, September 9th, it will be my birthday. I'm turning 27. I think after 25, you kind of just stop getting excited about your birthday. I don't know if it's just me or what, but it's not like a milestone birthday, so I'm like whatever about it. But yeah, that would make me a Virgo. Just a forewarning, I say the word horoscope when I clearly should say zodiac. I always mix the two together and it happened in this video, so just know that I meant zodiac instead of horoscope. I think Virgos are the most common out of all the horoscopes because it just means that all our parents were doing it around the holidays. But I personally, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone, I don't believe in horoscopes, but then again, I don't read about them. But every single time I tell people something about me and they're like, oh, that's because you're a Virgo, I'm always like, is it though? For example, I am a very organized person. I'm very clean. I am kind of a stickler about ways things need to be done. And so many people are like, oh yeah, it's because you're a Virgo. And I'm like, is it because I'm a Virgo or is it because my mom raised me like that? And my mom, first of all, is not a Virgo. She was always very clean and organized and on time about things. And I feel like a lot of that was rubbed off on me. So I feel like that has to do with it more than anything. And to debunk this even further, I was not always a neat freak. When I was living at home, I mean, there were certain things I was organized about, like every subject, like math, science, social studies, always had their own folder and notebooks. I was organized in that sense, but my room was never super clean. I left clothes all over the floor. I didn't make my bed. I never wanted to wash dishes or clean the house. I think the only reason I became as organized and clean as I am is because I got my own place. When you get your own place, you obviously care more about how it looks because you're paying the bills for it. So I feel like that makes more sense than just, oh, you're a Virgo. I probably could not have picked a worse day to film this because since it's Saturday, everyone is like mowing their lawns all of a sudden. So again, I need to apologize for any noise you may hear. But yeah, so this year for my birthday, we're not really doing anything special. I am staying over at my friend's the day before and we're just gonna do like dinner and a movie. And I think the following weekend, Steve and I are gonna do a couples massage and then a dinner. That's something we like to do for a special occasion. I think like twice a year we try to do a couples massage. And funny thing, so the first time that we ever got a couples massage, he didn't realize that you could tell the masseuse to lay off the pressure if you don't like it. So for the entire hour, he said that it was kind of painful when she was like really digging into him. And I was like, why didn't you tell her to take it down a notch? And he's like, I thought massages were supposed to be painful. Kind of like, you know, when you work out, like it hurts, but it's like a good kind of pain. He thought it was the same type of thing. But I'm like, no, you're supposed to enjoy the experience. So for anyone that's never gotten a massage, if it hurts, you should say something. It's not supposed to be like that. So like I said, I've been spending a lot of time outside and it's made me not want to film because I felt like last year I really wasted the summer by filming and not really enjoying the weather, and we only get a couple nice months of summer. So this year I really wanted to utilize it. I've been working on our garden and just making sure that the lawn and everything looks really nice because this year we actually hired a landscaper. He's actually my neighbor on this side, but we spent like $1,000 for him to put in new plants and make our garden actually look nice, because we tried to do it last year by ourselves and it was horrible. Everything basically died. So we clearly are not capable of doing this alone. So I've been trying my best to maintain it, because if you're gonna spend $1,000 on freaking plants, you better hope that they live, because I don't want to do this again. But it's been great being outside and just smelling fresh air and not being cooped up. And another reason why I've been a little bit MIA is because I just cannot focus on editing anymore. I sit down and the minute I get on my computer, the first thing I want to do is go on YouTube. So I watch a ton of YouTube videos and then I edit a little bit, and I'll edit like maybe a minute or two worth of footage and I'll be like, I deserve a break. So then I go back on YouTube and I watch a ton more videos. Before you know it, I barely got anything edited, but yet somehow I was able to sit through a video on how to make butter, Victorian style. I don't know where my priorities are. Someone suggested to me that maybe I should bring my laptop to a library, which is like 5 minutes away, and edit there, which is a really great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner, because when I was in college, I would either go to like a Starbucks or a library because I could not study or focus at home. So I think I might actually do that, but my laptop actually broke. So I'm gonna try and fix that and then try actually editing somewhere else so that I can like associate that as editing time and then home as relaxation time. I'm hoping that will help me get my stuff together. And I also just got a ton of new stuff to film. I'm feeling very inspired this week, so hopefully it stays that way for at least a week. There are a lot of videos I'm excited to film, so hold on to your lashes. Wow, it took me a really long time to think of that one. I don't know if you guys can hear my next door neighbor's Pomeranian. It is the yappiest dog I've ever heard. And my dog, Millie, the younger one, she loves to fight with him. So they'll be barking at each other through the fence and they'll just run back and forth till they're exhausted. I think my dog secretly loves him because they actually have 2 dogs and Millie doesn't even pay attention to the other dog. She only has eyes for the Pomeranian. It's so funny how they're so tough when there's a fence in between them and they're just barking non-stop, but the minute she's actually confronted with a real dog, all of a sudden it's quiet. Like, you were so tough before and now you got nothing to say. Okay, so in my last video I actually used the ColourPop Honey eyeshadow palette. I'm telling you, this is such an easy look. So I first went in with Buzzkill with like a fluffy brush and I applied that all over my lid. I'm looking over here just because that's where my mirror is, and as you can see, it's not doing much. That's okay. I kind of just wanted something very close to my foundation shade because I wanted the wing and my inner corner to be the star of the show. So I wanted the eyeshadow to be like just the background, just like the hype man. I just realized like this has a mirror. I don't know why I'm looking all the way over here. And I haven't even taken off this mirror, so if you're into this, here you go. And a lot of the times my lid I will leave blank, but for this look I padded this color everywhere. I really hate recreating looks because I feel like when I'm teaching it never comes out the same as when I'm just playing around with makeup. I'm anticipating this looking slightly worse than in my last video. Alright, and then once you have that wash of color down, I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and kind of just blend the edges so nothing is super harsh. Alright, and then afterwards I'm going to do a wing. So I actually used 2 types of liners. The first one is the Sleek Fierce Felt Liner. I feel like it's a lot quicker to do a wing when I have a felt tip. It's just way easier to get like a nice point. But I feel like longevity wise, I like a gel or a pot eyeliner. And really the only issue is because right here on the waterline, it kind of creases or like transfers. So what I've been doing lately is I've been just doing my entire wing really quickly with the Sleek Felt Liner. And then only on my lash line, I will add the Sigma Gel Liner right on top just so that it stays. And I need absolute concentration for this, so I'm gonna just speed through this. And I feel like since the star of the show is the liner and the inner corner, I think the bigger the better when it comes to the wing. Do the wings look identical? No. But did I not anticipate this happening? I told you, when I have to recreate a look, it comes out worse than if I'm just having fun with makeup. So I warned you about this. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara. I'm using the Sigma Sinuosity Lash Mascara. And for the top lashes, don't worry about making them super long. Wow, it is super windy now, because we're gonna go in with falsies. This type of look that's so simple, a lash just brings it to the next level. It brings every look to the next level, but this type of look especially, I feel like, is necessary. Not every look needs a lash. It's just really nice to have a lash, but this one, I feel like it's not done without a lash. lash. All right, so for the inner corner, the first thing you want to do is go in with a brighter eyeshadow primer that just makes the inner corner really pop. So I use the NYX white eyeshadow primer. I'm going in with a pencil brush and I'm just gonna apply that like so. And I'm gonna apply it in like a V shape. And then with another pencil brush, this is the Morphe M431. I'm gonna go into the shade Sunburst. It just looks like a regular yellow shade, but when you swatch it, there are little speckles of green in it. It reminds me of Tinkerbell, not so much like the cartoon, but the Halloween costumes, because they always add like iridescence to it, so it's like a yellowy green shift. So that's definitely what I think of whenever I apply the shade. It's very unique to me. I have nothing like it, and I think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna apply this into my inner corner, and like it's that simple. And whatever's left on your brush, you're kind of just gonna sweep it upwards so that it has like a little bit of a fade. It's not just like a dot. And same thing with the lower lash line, kind of just drag it in just a tiny bit. Alright, next we're going to apply a lash. I'm using the Cuckoo lashes. This is in the style 301. I rave about these all the time. They're super cheap. They're $3 on Amazon. Sorry, I forgot my applicators in the house, but I'm too lazy to go get them, so I'm going to use my hands. I haven't done that in a very long time, so Godspeed. Alright, and then lastly, I'm going to apply a lip. I'm going to apply a different one than the one I used in the last video, just because I like to mix it up. I've never tried this one, so hopefully it still works with the look. I'm using the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Havana Nights. And this is the completed look. Hopefully it was helpful for you. I literally used just 2 colors in a palette, but a bold lip, a big ass wing, and some big lashes to go with it make a huge difference. I hope you enjoyed this video and this change of pace and scenery. If not, well, I don't really know what to tell you. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below what other types of videos you'd like to see from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.